You my baby girl.
position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Rebels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Pocket breaking down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
I love offensive coordinators. They're not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Here's the pressure. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Looking down the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Here's the handoff. Crosses the 35. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Rebels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the quick game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're throwing this ball to the running back out in the flat. That's essentially an extension of a sweep play, right? But the defender there to bring him down for a gain of no yards.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Grabbed in the middle. It's Alexander. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Caught in the backfield, it's Lacy. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
How much confidence do you have in your quarterback? You're going to have to throw this in the end zone and try and generate a touchdown on 4th down. It's still relatively early in the game. It's still relatively close. How aggressive can you be with your signal play?
It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
And the Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That one comes out hot down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to find another play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Snowed under by the defense. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. To the air, it's Simmons. Going for the big play. Intercepted, number 19. Bringing it back. What a momentum changer as he makes the interception and then takes the return up to the 50.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that 1st down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. That's caught. It's Parker. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing at running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
The Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Parker. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. and I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to running back, closing space and getting that fast away.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And there is no question they should just keep letting this guy throw the ball. He's 5 for 5 on this drive. They've only run 5 offensive plays, and he's already got him down here by the goal line. Let him keep chucking.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football. 4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with the field goal, we're tied here in the second quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but it's been a close one so far. They're up by 7 over Florida. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To throw, it's Simmons. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Bradley. Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for once.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Made another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man on the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end can be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route. Does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Hey, camper! Camp cooler! Break!
Looking for a man. It's Raiola. With the catch, it's Knowles. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a cannon.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. But with the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block. But, boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there, the defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard come around, and the defense is not fooled, attacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football, and the defense is not allowing them to run the football right up the gut on them.
Just feeds the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense up front? Their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass, it's Raiola. The screen, and watch out. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The Cornhuskers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit.
Sneaks it into the end zone.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. One more snap coming before halftime. Trying to get the corner. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Huskers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Makes the grab. It's Bradley. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking to throw at Simmons. The short hands, it's Lacey. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
He might want another play. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Going over the top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot. And these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a third down. From the gun, the running back has it. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. Here comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw at Simmons. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We've got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit them right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
I like it. It's like laying up on a par 5. There's no time and no place for that. We don't need that, all right? Take your shots. It's 3rd and long. I don't need to throw it 17 yards short of the stick. Nice job taking a shot down the field, trying to get the first down, through the interception, but no harm.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Simmons. Finds the tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Now, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Trying to get it to the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, you're seeing this more and more often in college football with the analytics and everything else, but 4th and inches, they decide to go for it, and they pick it up on the ground.
You know, I really think it's a smart move, too, because why just give up and hand them the ball and give the defense a boost of morale that they really didn't earn?
Yeah, and I like the decision, too, based on who their personnel is and what their identity is as an offense. They want to be physical and control the line of scrimmage. It's a good call.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. The give on the inside. Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Rebels want to move quickly. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Priority number one, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Simmons. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. You can grab, but you can't hold on. Defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Rebels! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Raiola. Trying to get behind the defense. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught near the sticks. It's Parker. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like the job on the angle route there, putting his foot in the ground, crossing the defender's face, and making it an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. To the air on second down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Connection to the right. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Running back searching for a hole. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
The Cornhuskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Finds his tight end. Knocked down for the tackle.
Man, these plays are really, really simple and really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
They could really use a few yards here on 3rd down because from here, it would be a 61-yard attempt. They'll try to get the first through the air. Right on the money. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Line getting set on 2nd down.
Let's go! Let's go!
He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Knowles. Push down for the tackle. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Bell. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range, just 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Husker! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Slips through the line. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Things have not gone the way they planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Wide open downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Watkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Wants to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker. It's Alexander. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Leaves it with the running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Caught over the middle, it's Watkins. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Huge moment coming here as they try to quiet this raucous, crazy crowd. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. they can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Down to possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Off play action. Throwing right. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Fires to the middle. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on deck. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking to throw on first down. He just missed the target on that, but got to put it on his body.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. He caught it! And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. The play action fake. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Carpenter. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Quickly complete. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Oh, that's really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Booth. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Grabbed over the middle. It's Norris. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Really need to use this tempo effectively and get a little closer for the kicker. Wants to throw on first down. Bring in the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. The Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Deep shot for the end zone. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Give to the running back. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And the Rebels have taken it inside the 20. They'll give it to him again. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they grab the lead here in overtime.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Pulls it in, it's Bell. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
We've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. The quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They'll go to the air. Why not trying to get it in? Touchdown, Cornhusker. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after. This is like that 2-foot punt. They still need to make it to force another overtime.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Booth. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Offense set on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Catch in the middle, it's Knowles. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They want to keep this drive alive. 3rd and short here in overtime. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
They'll try to move the sticks on 4th and short here in overtime. On 4th down, looking to pass. Touchdown, Nebraska! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
They want to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Markway. They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double OT. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Time to find the end zone. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field